Are you guys ready for Shadow and Bone?
I think we are. Are you,
I
Kim?
am in. Let's watch it.
Yes. Are we going to go back into the fold? There seems to be a lot of buildup for that. It looks pretty scary. Would we survive the fold? Well,
No.
That.
we don't know much about it.
I was
and
screaming,
it has
but I wouldn't put a
creatures
light
in there.
on.
Yeah,
right.
don't put an actual flame. But blue
That's
light
right.
seems to work. Or we need the sun summoner. Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
So what's going to happen now with Alina? We
There's
think
Yeah.
Mal's
there's
dead,
gonna-
right? Mal?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Look at
dead.
the names. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It sounds like there's going to be a couple people after her.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who gets to her first.
Mm-hmm. Because she
If
was a
she's
legend
touchable.
before, and now she's not.
Mhm.
So it's probably going to be dangerous, I'm assuming.
I would
Very.
think so.
Yeah.
Very.
Dangerous, yeah.
You know what character I find interesting so far? I mean, they're all really interesting, but really cool is Kaz.
Yes, the boss.
K-A-Z. I'm probably
Yeah.
saying that wrong. Kaz. But I really like him. I like his personality and his style. And he has these, I mean, he's a boss, but I think his employees respect him. And his friend Inej, the Batman type character, she's stealthy like a ninja, and she just appears quietly,
Oh,
and
yes.
she's really skilled, I'm sure.
Mhm.
I like their
She's
relationship.
confident.
They're very interesting together because they're really strong and they really care about each other. But yeah, so it seems like it's going to be a race now to find Alina.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
true.
I want to know what they're going to do to her. What are they going to do to her?
And what she can do. She had a burst
Yeah.
of light come out of her.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what does that do? Is she just going to be like a lantern all the time? I'm joking,
Oh my
but
God.
can she just glow? I mean, it repels monsters, but what else can it do? I wonder if she could do like a fire blast or something, or some kind of sun blast,
Maybe.
or
You never can tell.
blind people, or who knows. But can't wait to find out more. And you guys know we're blind to this. We're excited to get into a new story. The first episode was great. And thank you guys for sharing opinions, you book readers out there who really enjoyed the books and try to give us some details just to fill us in with the world, about the world.
That's right.
So shall we get into episode 2?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
We're all someone's monster. Oh no.
Could be true.
102.
I want to be a tide maker. I bet I'm a schooler.
Tide makers at water.
Break wind.
Mm.
You don't make it.
Meet in the meadow.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh,
She just wants to be with him. She's so good. No.
Look at the sunburst. She has like the rays around her.
Your collarbone is fractured.
Ooh.
Mal,
oh boy.
the tracker.
Ooh.
I can't go. You will. I have a plan.
Maybe I won't be here when you get back.
Inej!
I wonder if it's like a curse, that tattoo, like she can't go through the fold, or.
Bring her closer.
Yes.
Oh boy. Deja
nice.
vu.
Oh yeah, right.
What are you?
Map maker, sir.
The Volcro went after the riflemen and our Inferni first. And then there was a searing light.
It was her.
Ooh. Can you at least explain it to me?
If not, we'll sleep.
What's happening?
Was she gonna cut her?
Slit your wrist.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa. Oh.
Everyone's gonna see that. So what does that mean? Oh no, it's this. Oh!
Well, you took a Grisha from the Orchid.
The Orchid isn't Dime Lion's turf.
Well, it's a new acquisition. I don't know the details, obviously. Just that you have a little travel hazard ahead of you. I'll cave your head in with your own cane and dump you in the harbour.
He knows how to bargain, doesn't he? Hey, that was mine.
I've seen the way Kaz looks when he says Pekka's name.
He really is a true Pekka.
You're right, boss.
Someday he'll get a drink.
I've been warned off the job. Never make decisions out of fear, Jasper. Only out of spite.
Greed always worked for me.
An incentive to keep playing. Count it for me. Where are you from?
West Ravka?
You're lying about where you're from because you fled. You're hiding.
He's good.
Excellent.
He just went by a title. The conductor. We paid him in advance.
Wow, huh? Just to know those finer details.
That was excellent, yeah. There he is.
So close so far.
She's in good hands.
Not while she's around Grisha.
She is one now.
So it just worlds apart now.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna have like 50 things on her.
Yeah,
Good.
They're so pretty too. They're so shiny.
hairpin.
Smart.
Goodness.
Nice hair.
Oh, beautiful hair.
I have some work for you.
I work for Kaz Brekker now.
Mr. Brekker still owes 5 more installments on you.
Regardless, I'm on a job.
Do you want to go with him? Oh yes, because you know you can't leave town without my permission, so if you want to leave, you must be paid in full. You must be quite good for Brekker to pay for you. So, find this man and kill him for me, and you are free and clear. Drive a knife into his heart. Do we have an agreement?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Jasper,
Whoa! How did you do that?
I need your help. I need you to kill a man for me.
But
Oh, shit.
Of course. But
Jasper, new job.
oh, never mind. He just agreed to that so openly. Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'll
of
go for it.
course.
Yeah, water.
You're a very special girl, so how has no one looked twice at you before?
Are you joking?
For years, being Grisha was a death sentence. At least now, thanks to General Kirigan, we're protected.
All of Ravka has been waiting for you.
I get it. The whole country wants to see the fold gone.
But it's bigger than that. It was a Grisha who created the fold.
So Grisha created the folds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of power.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like a trap.
Yep, arrow.
Yep.
Well, yes, it is. Oh, God.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh.
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 Holy crap.
Can you not see?
Ew, they're like bloodbenders.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's so good to grab him.
Oh.
Rich.
Gosh.
Oh, just dragging her away.
Oh my God.
Better watch out. Darkly. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, in half! It's not just his arm, it's whole torso. That's terrifying.
Oh, the guy's
Ew, wow.
on her teeth.
Look, completely
Oh.
in half. Like,
Whoa. Oh.
I mean, he's a demo man. I shoot things with style. And I like it. Just play to my strengths, boss.
not one of those hats.
Handsome decoy is also not a Jasper talent.
Hey, sorry, Anatov. No room for you.
And surprise.
Is this my life now? Hunted wherever I go.
You get used to it.
That
How do
sucks.
they even know? You want to know why you've never found someone with this power? Maybe it's because they don't want to be found.
That's a good point.
Nope, she didn't want to be tested.
No.
She didn't want to be found.
Yeah.
I'm surprised even afterwards that they didn't still push it. Get out of my space.
He does that so well.
He does. He has that great
He
smolder
does, yes. God.
and the dark eyes.
We were ambushed. Fierdas. They must have been close enough to the fall to have seen the explosion. She is the General Kirigan.
He's gonna go after her.
He's a special man.
Take that horse.
Is he gonna take a horse?
The whole company should be with her as escorts. Everyone in the world want her dead or in their custody.
Let those fancy folk handle her. Until they decide she's a fraud and put her head on a spike.
She's worth it, sir.
You heard that too?
Was that you?
Was that sign damaged before?
He's so quick.
Where was that?
Oh, he's that fast.
It's been a while, Poppy. I see you're still upset.
About you stealing my shares of the Crow Club.
What about a prayer can forgive murder?
Ask the saints for me.
Don't!
Conductor,
He's a conductor.
I have a job for you.
Ironic, right?
Am I a prisoner?
All of Ravka is.
So no pressure.
Yeah. Everything she didn't want.
She tries so hard to conceal.
It's a beautiful room.
Yeah.
It is, but it's so sad.
She's all alone. What she's looking for? Weapon?
Yes, so.
Oh, to protect herself. Okay.
Mikhail, do
Going somewhere?
Keeping a friend from making a mistake.
It's not a mistake, she's in danger.
When our closest friend is in trouble, we do foolish things.
But she didn't know. She wasn't keeping it a secret.
Thank God his friends were there and made him stop.
Oh, it's like the living the memory.
Yeah. She just always wanted to be with him.
Oh, wow.
I love the romance. That's so
yeah,
sweet.
That's right.
Isn't
Hopefully
it
they
wonderful?
can meet up.
That's
It's probably going to be a while, though.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a long journey, I'm sure.
Pretty sure.
So they hid, as we know, because they didn't want to be tested. She really did it because she didn't want to be a part, because she initiated
That's right.
it. And when his friend said, won't he be mad at her? I was kind of like, he probably doesn't think that she hid that from him because she purposely didn't want to know as a young child because she didn't want to be separated at that point.
Yeah, and she was almost like his protector of sorts in the orphanage, and she just wanted to be with him, and she knew he was, you know, a weaker kid than the others, and he was, you know, picked on, and she just wanted to be with him, and she just really adored him, and they had a great relationship all the way, like, to now. They just desperately want to be with each other, but
yeah, it's sweet too because they keep reliving that memory of like
That's
holding hands
right,
and
yeah.
so they have a powerful bond, and I really enjoy seeing that where they keep trying to get to each other but they just can't because now they have different jobs, they have different paths now. Where she's a Grisha, you don't choose to be one, you just are one, you're just born one, I guess, and not until later in life until you get tested. Maybe it's always in you and it doesn't show until, you know, you're 12 plus years old or something for them to do that test later on. And with each person, each Grisha, like your talent, like do you do the same test where you cut their arm or something to see what element comes out? I don't know. But the fact that he had to cut her arm to let the sun out, like that was
That was really something.
That was a lot. And not to really say anything. I mean, even when Mal was asking, or Mal, sorry, I'm going to keep saying the names wrong for a few episodes probably, but even when he was asking as a kid, like, does it hurt? What do they do? And then that bully was just like egging him on and just making fun of him.
like, you're not going to even be tested. You're weak.
I was wondering if, like, everyone has a different test. Like, oh, we can cut your arm, but then if that doesn't work, now we have to prick your finger. If that doesn't work, now we got to stab you here, just to see what kind of element Grisha you are or something. Or it's just one test of a cut and whatever element comes out or something. It's interesting. I like it.
It is, cool. And it looks like it's a common thing. It's just, you turn to a certain age and they're going to come for you and they're going to test you and that's it. And to avoid that for so long until she's a woman and find out, she was just as surprised what her powers were as everybody else was.
And kind of a rhetorical question, but I'm assuming that everyone has to get tested. It's not just certain people.
I am too,
That every single person goes through this just to see if they're Grisha or not. And it's interesting as well because they are very powerful and their weapon is their magic. But even with the general talking to Mal and saying about Grishas on how there were so many soldiers, like normal people, but it's getting to a point where now they have technologies, like, what do they call it, a rotating gun?
Revolver.
Yeah, because they were calling it like a rotating pistol. They had a different name for it.
That's right,
so kind of like a Gatling gun or something. So that can take out as many and make everyone normal because it only takes one hit to really take down many.
Right, you can take down a Grisha just as fast.
So it is interesting to see all these things outweighing other things and how Grisha, like, that is scary. We talk about that in other shows, very different but kind of similar with like Inhumans and how like if you have superpowers, you're rejected or shunned or just feared because you have different powers. But rightfully so, if someone's walking around with a machine gun, like, hey, I mean, you hope that they're good, but they have these powers that are just within them. So it's almost like carrying a gun around. So
it's pretty much no different than having a gun around. If you have someone who's unstable or who wants someone killed or what have you, whatever the scenario, if they have a gun, right, they're going to get you. They're going to try to get you, just like someone with powers would.
Yeah. So when we were hearing in the carriage with those two soldier guys, like protecting her, the guards, and they were saying that they were feared at one point. I mean, not in a good way, though, and people were trying to kill them off. So when Kirigan came around, he started doing this order, I guess, where they had a purpose that was bigger and they were protected in that way. So they were always killed off, I guess, or, I don't know, tortured, and bad things happened to them because they were different. Just like Inhumans. Again, different show. But
right.
So there's similarities there.
And to get there quickly, they have to go this route that is very dangerous. It's far more dangerous than just staying with everyone else and just blending in. No, we have to get you there. We have to get you to the palace.
Yeah. And just with that beacon of light now, everyone has seen that. Like, it was such a big beam. I wish it could have done that in a subtle way, but I don't know how you would do that because they'd never seen a sun summoner before. Be like, hide the light or block it or something from like shooting out. Yeah, so now that's as far as the eye can see. So I'm sure a lot more people are going to be honing in. And now rumors are going to spread and more and more people are going to hear it. So I love how we have people from the other side of the fold now trying to get through to show like how sectioned off they are from the rest of the world.
Yes, and how Kaz had a great intuition about that woman with the money and where she truly was from and how she got through the fold. It was great. He did some great detective work there.
He's smart. I like him. He's very witty. He really knows his stuff. That's probably how he survived for so long. He's a good businessman. But just like quickly look and be like, okay, what's our next move? What's our next move? Like, what can I do here? And he's just then looking like right away. Like, he keeps taking action and to figure that out so fast. Like, that was pretty cool to see. And how he wasn't trying to get her in danger. He was just like, no, I just need this information. And
he just needed, how to get across. And he knew instantly how she was just counting money. I mean, how fantastic is that?
And how she tried to defend herself, and she kept saying the west part, and he's like, well, people from there don't actually say the west part. And then she was like, oh, crap. And her daughter was Grisha. So that's also a thing, too, where, again, you don't get to choose. Like, you're born with it, and it's random, I guess. So parents don't have to be Grisha in order for you to be one. Maybe it's just random selection. So she
Yeah.
wanted to escape because she was in fear of danger with her daughter. And
That's
so
right.
I like
They
that
had to
where
flee.
it doesn't mean that you're like the best. I'm like, woo, like that's a really great thing that you're a Grisha. Like, yes, Kirigan's making it that, and I think it is cool, but it's scary. Like if you're around the wrong crowd, it's going to be your life, you know, because people are afraid of it.
Right. And the general, he knows how powerful Alina is and how she can possibly take down the fold.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably going to have to help her. He has to train her. So I think this journey is going to be quite lengty with her and him.
Will be.
I think so too. Now, what do you think of Kirigan?
It's hard to say, really. I really think he is a bad guy, but then who knows? He's going to be helping Alina maybe, or she will be helping him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's very persuasive. He has that, you know, persona
Deep
about
black
him.
Eyes. Yeah, the dark eyes.
And that quiet voice where he is very persuasive, intimidating. And he's a darkling, which seems like it's from like a dark kind of, I don't know,
Dark
magic
side.
or something. So, but what is the overall reason why he wants, I mean, everyone wants the fold gone, but does he have a deeper reason?
Yeah.
Is it different than everyone else?
Mm-hmm. So I think Darkling, yes, we're associating that with bad and I think demonic, but I don't know if that guy attacking, because he even called Alina a witch. Like, you're a witch. So he might just be saying slangs because, like, relating to the magic or something. But I think there is some truth with the Darkling thing, because that was very scary, how he just made dark matter like a blade and just sliced them in half. And I am unsure about Kirigan's motives right now, but I think he is obsessed with the notion of a sun summoner and is happy that he found someone powerful like him, maybe. And maybe he's obsessed with just being like, you and I can take down the world or take down the fold and then rule everything. I don't know what his plan is, but I think he is very complicated, and I don't truly think he's evil, but we're made to think that he is. That's just me guessing from the second episode. So
Yes, and you can even
evil.
tell when he was going to slice that guy in half to save her, he turned, like, look at the fold right now. We're looking at the scene where Alina's looking at the fold, and it was like that dark, like, quick, smokiness where he did that to himself. He's got
that's
this
true.
dark
So it's
cloud.
kind of similar to that, yeah.
So it seems like,
You're right, because like when he does it, you see like this cloud approaching every time, like it's creepy
and it's dark and it's black
and it has like weird trails to it too, like veins or something that's like freaky. But you're right, I didn't even think that. It's kind of similar to the fold. So we're watching on Netflix, they have like a wallpaper up where you see a dramatic perspective of how big the fold is, like in distance, and you see ships down there in the freaking water. Like that's crazy.
Yes.
Wow, huh?
Wow,
tremendous
that is interesting to me, because last episode I was debating, we're still learning, before with the boats, it looked like they had some kind of pontoon system or something where, they were going through the sand though, and then going through the fold. It didn't look like water to me, because they could walk right up to it. We didn't see flowing water. And actually now looking at this even more, it looks solid like the sand. So it's interesting how it's just so different, where it looks like sand and then it looks like water. And
yes, especially when that guy was the only survivor. Well, they thought was the only survivor from the wreckage anyway, going onto the other side of the fold. It has to be modified in some way, these ships.
Yeah, I mean, he ran
through many types of terrain. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it was solid on the other side, but there must be water in there too, because why use a ship to go through there? I mean, that might be the best way to transport, because what else can you do? It's not like they have advanced technologies, but what they do have is pretty impressive though.
It is, and I'm wondering how this conductor, what kind of transport he's going to use, if we're going to see it. I mean, I'm sure he's going to put a bag over their head, but...
So when I hear conductor, like, what do you guys think?
Train.
Yeah, I think train. But then I'm like, how long has the fold been around for? Apparently a long time, right? So how is he able to get tracks down, if there are even tracks?
Yeah, or is it really like a tunnel, and who did this? How many lives were ruined, killed because they had to make this
Yeah, that probably took
way to get
decades to
through.
do
Yeah,
in many
this
people's
journey.
lives to make it happen. And it's so dark in there. So how do you even tell? Like, you can't have any lights, right? Because then you have those demon creatures come down.
Yeah.
Yes,
They said their
very-
names a few times, but was it Velcro? Velcro?
Not Velcro.
Velcro.
I don't want
They want those sticking to you,
Velcro.
God.
Mhm.
So if a Grisha made this wall, like, why? You know?
Yeah, why would you do this?
Yeah.
And was it one?
Right.
Or was it many?
Probably many, I would think.
I would think
I
so.
think it was just one, but it must have been one powerful. Maybe it's the general's father or something.
Yeah, honestly,
Who
like that
knows?
alone is fearful. So some powerful
It is.
Grisha, probably evil, making demons, and a death trap for everyone. Dividing the world. Like, was this planned? Was it a mistake? Like, there's so many questions here
That's
that
right,
hopefully
yeah.
will be revealed this season.
Right. Did you do it because you don't want to have war? You want to divide people? Okay, you want to be happy here, you want to be happy here, wherever. I'm going to put this wall up thinking it's going to be for a good reason. Everyone stay in their own place, but it's not.
Or you
But
will
who
die
knows
if you
what
try
their
to
reason is.
cross. Yeah. So it's like a very dangerous and scary way to divide people. I mean, even one side over time, maybe it was all equal, but now with the wall, after so many hundreds of years, maybe you have poverty more on one side, the one that's probably blocked off from the rest of the world. You know, so yeah, just too many questions right now, and I'm hoping we'll find out this season. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah,
meet
and to
mystery.
throw some, in the mix of it is all these monsters and uncertainty and rules you
That's
can't
scary.
do to survive, to get across.
So is it like a different dimension, or is it like fabricated? Because that's a lot of talent to fabricate all these demons out of nothing. So I'm just going to assume it's a different dimension they summoned and has it's like a portal to another demonic world.
Yeah, and it's so energized and so full of
I mean,
life
even the
in there.
lightning.
Sure does. Look at,
Awful. But I like the story. I love the romance. I like Alina a lot.
I like Jesper. He's funny. I like
It's funny, very.
Yeah, I like them.
Right.
I like the people so far. I'm very interested in the general. I'm just very curious
Yeah.
what he's going to do in the future.
Yeah.
He has a motive somehow.
Yeah, like right now he doesn't want to do anything, but we'll see, right? Are you talking about the general with
be
Mal?
comfortable. Yes.
Or Mal?
No, the general with Alina.
Kirigan?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm curious what he wants to do too. And I'm hoping it is for good, but
I don't know.
I don't want to assume too much right now because there's so much I want to say about his character, but he's so mysterious too.
He is.
So I feel like he might have good intentions, but it might be for the wrong reasons or something because I get mixed feelings with him. And he just
I
kind of
do,
looms
too.
over Alina a lot, like he is overpowering her
Oh, definitely,
or trying to dominate. So I don't really care for that so much. But then he has that look, I'm like, oh my God. It's like, but don't get taken over by that. But then I don't like him as another character on another
Yeah,
show.
Dave's
I know, and he's
Spoilers.
persuasive on that show too.
That's
He
right.
has that same,
Oh my gosh.
that same persona on him.
That's right.
Yeah, crazy. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to watch more. Please check out our links below if you want to see videos early, if you want to see our merchandise. Anything you do there really helps support our channel so we can create more videos for you guys.
Yes.
So until next time, thanks for watching. Be safe, guys. Bye.
Bye.